Hey there guys, once again, Rogue Noob here with another ranting white kind of glasses. This is like my third time attempting to record this video, in the fact that I keep stumbling on my words, I can't speak today. The video is not very structured, and the last time I tried recording this episode, I went all the way to like 12 minutes or something, and realized that my headset wasn't plugged in, so you were like the voice. As you can see, I can't talk. The video was recording through the webcam mic, which is not the best quality. But anyway, let's get into the topic. I would like to say that this video is basically about religion, okay? If you believe in a religion, or a cult, or a belief, whatever, I don't mean any disrespect to you. I don't mean to offend you in any way. Got an itchy ear. I got my own beliefs and you got your own beliefs, so yeah, just wanted to get that disclaimer out. And yeah, let me start off this video by saying I think religion and the belief in a god is completely bullshit. I know if there is a god, he's going to punish me for saying that, but whatever. But basically, I think religion has been founded on the purpose of keeping people in line, to stop anarchy, and basically to control people. I especially believe that in Christianity, in that the fact that back in the good old times, in 1000 AD, or whatever, 1500, the church basically killed anybody who was involved in science, and either that or they threatened to condemn them to hell, basically. They'll go hang them or put them in the guillotine, or yeah, just say you're going to hell, basically. There's nothing you can do. One good example of this is, like, the church would say to its people, if you are rich, that's a sin, and the only way to cleanse this sin is to give us your money, and so we can expand our religion and our church. And a lot of that money was given to the church. So, as you can probably make out, like, the church got a lot of money, and the priest got very rich, and with, like, money comes power, and, like, obviously the priests and the monarch had a lot of power back in those days. Basically the king and queen, or emperor, or who the fuck person was in power, was bound by religion and its leaders. I don't know, but also in that stage, because we didn't have a very good grasp on science, we were very uneducated, so we would jump to the first, well, not really logical, but first explanation that popped in our heads. For example, I don't know, that when that person came to town, it started to rain and our crops died and the cattle got disease and stuff like that. So obviously there a witch came here to plague our lands and everything, so that witch has got to die. So let's chuck her in a lake, and if she floats, she's a witch, and then we'll go hang her or whatever. And obviously that's not the most thought out idea, because everyone either, like, if you're strapped to a brick, you're gonna sink, and if you sink, you're gonna drown, so you die either way. So basically, if you're accused as a witch, you either pretty much need to get on the run, or you die, basically. But yeah, I find it very uneducated to believe in a spirit, of a thing that created the universe, life, consciousness, stuff like that, light, space, whatever. But yeah, mainly because it was, like, the idea was obviously forged a millennia ago, because, I think cavemen believed in gods, I don't know. They believed in the higher power, but, I don't know if it was specifically a god. But, basically we weren't that smart back in those days, so we thought that the Earth was the center of the universe because the sun looks like it revolves around us, which obviously it doesn't these days. These days, well, like, obviously we know better in these days is what I'm trying to say. World's flat, same thing goes for that. Basically, I find people who belong in a religion, their only defense is, well, how did we get here? Well, obviously we don't know that, but we also didn't know that the Earth was round back in the day, so I doubt that we will find out how we got here. However, we won't know everything to do with the universe. We won't know every answer to every question, but in time we will get close, I guess, like, depending on how long our species survives, because we will have time to hypothesize and theorize and prove stuff with evidence, but I doubt that we will get every answer. So I think there will be an element of religion and religious beliefs throughout the history of humanity, because it is our nature to ask why, and if we can't explain why, well, we make up a reason for it. And I'm going around in circles, and it's 7 minutes already. Let's move on. I find people who belong to a religion, most of them are alright, like, I can get along with them, I can talk to them, I don't find a problem in that, but there are many people who are very arrogant in the fact that they think that they are higher than people who don't believe in a spirit or a Holy Ghost or whatever. I remember a YouTube video basically just bagging out religion and all its inconsistencies. And this guy, he was obviously a believer, if not he was just a troll, I guess, but he's like, all you arrogant fucks who don't believe in religion, blah blah blah, swine, blah 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 blah. I have hard proof that God does exist. And we're like, great, why don't you share it with us? And he's like, well, that's not my role in this life. You don't cast pearls to swine and shit like this. So obviously, he didn't have any proof at all. He was obviously very arrogant in his ways, calling everyone who doesn't belong in a religion or a different religion swine. Obviously, that's a very derogative term. Like, I find, like, I take more offense in calling and being called swine than an arrogant fuck, basically. And this guy, he clearly wasn't the best follower in a religion, because he was constantly swearing, belittling people. Like, I believe that if you believe in a religion, I think, isn't it your duty to gently push your beliefs on the others to try and save them from eternity with the devil and fire and shit like that? Like, I believe that if you don't try to save someone's life from internal pain, that is a sin. That's like the biggest sin you can get. Like, fuck killing someone or something. If you honestly believe that people spend eternity, like, not just like 25 years in prison, eternity in unbearable circumstances, of being tortured and, I don't know, becoming demonic, that's a very bad thing, and I think it's your duty to help prevent that from happening. That being said, I can, like I said, I can talk to people who belongs to a religion, no problem, as long as they don't push their beliefs on me. I can gladly talk about religion to them, and I don't mind hearing their opinions. But the moment they say, you should join our religion, otherwise you will internally burn for, forever, basically, till end of time, I will instantly stop listening to them and tell them to get the fuck away from me and don't ever fucking talk to me about this topic anymore. Mainly because I can't stand it when someone, I don't know, I'm just trying to not to contradict myself. You have to explain your religion to me in a very non-biased way, for me to actually listen and give a fair go to. But yeah, and it's 11 minutes and 30 seconds. I'll wrap this up soon. But yeah, basically I just find people very arrogant when they do that. Also, if you believe in a belief, that's, I don't know, that's like a double negative, but it's not really negative, I don't know, whatever. I failed English, basically. But if you belong to a belief, and you let that belief govern your life, and the way you live, and you have no physical proof that that is the truth, I find that very, I don't know, very strange, or I don't know the word, but it's just, I find that weird, because you're setting yourself out from the crowd on purpose on something that may not even be true. For example, some religions don't allow you to drink, or indulge, or have sex before marriage, stuff like that. And obviously they're a big part of Western society. Drinking is a very social event. Showing your face is a very social, you get what I mean. But by setting yourself out by the crowd, you are setting yourself up to be stereotyped, to be labeled, stuff like that. Like Muslims, they're terrorists. Jews, they're greedy pigs. Christians, they're ruthless. Stuff like that. It's just another characteristic that sets people out to be labeled. I find that very negative. But I don't know. People believe in what they believe. I personally don't know what I believe. Like I said, I'm open to suggestions. I don't believe in a certain religion. I guess I believe more in Gandhi than anything, because Gandhi said, I like your Christ, but I do not like your Christians. Your Christians are very different to your Christ. I find that very true. Christ lived his life helping people's lives, which I believe that you need to do. I believe your purpose in life is to go through it and leave a good mark, basically. And not for personal gain. So helping people out, like I already said, I like to help people out in my, I said this in Judging Me, Judging You episode, that I enjoy helping people out. I know, doing whatever I can to help their situation. But yeah, I think that's my religion. You need to leave your mark on this planet. I don't care if you're famous, I don't care if you get famous, I don't care what your financial status is. I don't care what your social status is. Just live your life to the best, help people out, and be the best person you can be, and I call that a rather successful life. I don't know what happens after life, but I know it'll be a good time spent. But yeah, I've gone over 15 minutes now, so I think I'll wrap it up right now. Thanks for listening, guys. Check out my other videos, my Let's Plays, my... what else do I do? Guitar covers. I guess this isn't really a ranting video, it's more of a deeper thinking. I don't know, that's probably what I'm going to call this episode, a deeper thinking. I don't know, whatever. So yeah guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. See you later.